always thought the weird feeling started after my wedding, but looking back, it began the day the ring arrived on my doorstep. No return address, no note, just a black velvet box wrapped in twine. The kind of packaging you'd see in those true crime reenactments where everyone is screaming at the TV, "Don't open that." But I opened it anyway. Inside was the most beautiful ring I'd ever seen. Oval diamond, vintage gold band, cold to the touch in a way that didn't feel normal. My husband, Daniel, swore he didn't order it. I thought maybe he was trying to surprise me. He thought maybe I was. But neither of us had ever seen it before. Still, we kept it. Because why question a perfect, expensive miracle? The first night I wore it, I woke up to a sound. Tap, tap, tap. At first I thought it was a branch hitting the window. But we lived on the 4th floor. When I checked, there were no footprints. No signs of anyone outside. Just the faint outline of a fingerprint on the glass, shaped like it had been pressed there for hours. The next morning, there was a note wedged under the apartment door. Put it back on. I wasn't even aware I'd taken the ring off while sleeping. Over the next few days, things escalated. My phone rang from a blocked number every night at 3:11 a.m. No voice. Just slow, careful breathing. The kind people make when they're watching something closely. My husband insisted we go to the police. They asked the obvious question. Where did the ring come from? When I told them we didn't know, the officer just leaned back in her chair and said, "Ma'am, no one sends a ring like that without wanting something back." That night, Daniel hid the ring in his desk. We both felt relieved. Until I woke up again. Tap, tap, tap. This time, from inside the apartment, I found the ring sitting on my pillow, like it had been placed there, arranged, waiting. Daniel swore he hadn't moved it. I knew I hadn't. Someone else was in our home. We installed cameras, motion detectors, the whole paranoid package. And on the 3rd night, the system finally caught movement. Not a person, not an animal, just a shadow, lingering near the bedroom door for 9 minutes straight. Long enough to memorize the outline of my sleeping body before slipping back down the hallway. The police reviewed it and said it wasn't clear enough to classify as a threat. But the next morning, there was a second note under the door. "Tell your husband to stop touching what's mine." My blood ran cold. Not who's mine. What's mine? The ring. Whoever this stalker was, they weren't obsessed with me. They were obsessed with the ring on my hand. That night, Daniel insisted we leave town for a few days. I agreed. We packed fast, locking the place up behind us. But right before we left the parking lot, Daniel froze. There, sitting perfectly centered on our windshield, was the ring. And taped beneath it, a final note. "I chose you to wear it. You don't get to walk away. Question left behind is if someone wants this ring back. Then why choose me to wear it?"